So now we're going to continue a little bit with rhythm and stress. We're going to talk about function words. Remember, in English, we often stress content words, words that carry the meaning in the sentence. Function words, the words that we add for grammatical purposes, are not stressed. And these function words are and, can, do, for, have, him, of, or, to, you, and your. But we don't say them that way often when we are speaking. Now, let's go and see how we actually use them in some sentences. So, and, we often say and. Okay? I bought apples and oranges from the market. So we don't say, I bought apples and oranges from the market. We don't slow down to say the and fully. We just simply say, I bought apples and oranges from the market. You try. Again, I bought apples and oranges from the market. 2, she can play the piano beautifully. Notice we do not say the full can. We do not say she can play the piano beautifully, unless we're emphasizing it. Okay, but in normal conversation, we just simply reduce that can and say, she can play the piano beautifully. You try. Okay, do. What do you want to do this weekend? So again, we're not emphasizing the do. We don't say, what do you want to do this weekend? We reduce it and simply say, what do you want to do this weekend? You try. Okay, here's another one. This gift is for you. So we don't often say, this gift is for you. We simply say, this gift is for you, for you. You try. This gift is for you. Next one. I have a meeting at 3 p.m. So we don't often say, I have a meeting at 3 p.m. We simply say, I have a meeting at 3 p.m. You try. I have a meeting at 3 p.m. Number 6, I saw him at the park yesterday. We usually don't say, I saw him at the park yesterday. We kind of run it all together. I saw him at the park yesterday. See how we reduce or unstress the him? Let's practice some more. The book is on top of the table. So we don't usually say the book is on top of the table. We run it all together. We reduce the of. The book is on top of the table. You try. The book is on top of the table. Okay, and then we have, would you like tea or coffee? So you notice I did not say, would you like tea or coffee? We usually don't say that unless we're emphasizing. Normal conversation, we say, would you like tea or coffee? Or, would you like tea or coffee? You try. Number 9, I'm going to the store. So we often reduce to t. We normally don't say, I am going to the store. We just simply say, I'm going to the store. Okay, so we reduce it, shorten it, and run it together. Number 10, can you help me with this problem? So we often, we reduce you to you. We don't say, can you help me with this problem? Not too often, unless we're emphasizing. We simply say, can you help me with this problem? Can you help me with this problem? Okay, and 11, your idea sounds fantastic. Okay, we don't often say your idea sounds fantastic. We run it together, reduce that adjective. Your idea sounds fantastic. You try. Now we do have in English a set of words that are both nouns and verbs, depending on how we stress it. So they are a noun if we stress the first syllable, but they turn into a verb if we stress the second syllable. Let me illustrate. We have here object, object, record, record, address, address, produce, produce, contract, contract. And it changes the meaning totally from something different, depending on how you stress. If you stress the beginning, it's a noun. If you stress the end part, it's going to be a verb. Let's use these in some sentences. And you can repeat after me. The shiny object in the museum caught everyone's attention. Repeat. The shiny object in the museum caught everyone's attention. I object to the proposed plan because it doesn't address our concerns. I object to the proposed plan because it doesn't address our concerns. The historical record of the event is stored in the library's archives. The historical record of the event is stored in the library's archives. Yes, that word is archives. I know you see the CH there, but we pronounce it as archives. I will record the meeting minutes for future reference. I will record the meeting minutes for future reference. Let's take a look at a few more examples. The hotel's address is 123 Main Street. You repeat. The hotel's address is 123 Main Street. She will address the audience during the conference. She will address the audience during the conference. The local farmers market offers fresh produce every Saturday. The local farmers market offers fresh produce every Saturday. The factory can produce up to 500 units per day. The factory can produce up to 500 units per day. And one more. They signed a contract with the construction company to build their new home. They signed a contract with the construction company to build their new home. The material will contract when exposed to cold temperatures. The material will contract when exposed to cold temperatures. Now we'll do a little bit of additional practice. This is optional. What I want you to do is read the sentence first, and then I will read it, and you can see if you said it correctly, okay? All right, go ahead and try that first sentence. She held the ancient object in her hands, but I must object to its authenticity. Okay, try the second sentence. The historical record of the treaty is kept in the archives, and I will record this information in our database. Are you getting them correct? Are you putting the stress where it belongs for the noun and stress where it belongs for the verb? Let's try some more. Okay, try this sentence on your own. The meeting will take place at the address provided, and I will address the attendees' concerns during the presentation. Try the next sentence. The local farmers market offers fresh produce from the region, and we need to produce more content for our website. Let's try one last sentence. Go ahead and try it on your own. They signed the contract for the new construction project, and the material will contract in colder weather. So how did you do? Okay, let's continue on. We're going to learn about interrogative or question words. We often stress these as well, but they don't have as much stress as the main content word or the noun, but we do stress them over the other function words. So what are these interrogative or question words? They're how, what, when, where, which, who, whose, and why. Repeat them with me. How, what, when, where, which, who, whose, and why. Let's practice these words. And you'll notice that there will be another word in the question that carries the bulk of the stress, but we do stress the question words just a little. How do you solve this math problem? Repeat. What's your favorite movie? When is your anniversary? Where is the nearest grocery store? One other point that you will note in English is that when we have sentences, we go down at the end of the sentence. When we have questions, we actually go up. So in our next set, I want you to notice how we say the question words, but I also want you to know a rise in intonation at the end of the question. Which book should I read first? Who is your best friend? Whose backpack is this? Why did you choose that color?